Street lights waking up one by one. Coffee gone cold by the window. I watch the bus stop feeling empty. Same faces, different weather. Your coat still hangs where you left it. I haven't moved it yet. The afternoon folds itself in half. I let it. Dust move slow through the light beam. I could clean, I don't. The radiator ticks a small song. I know all the words now. A neighbor's door, a distant laugh. The city hums on low. I stand in the kitchen for no reason and sit back down. Held by less than I expected, less than I was reaching for. And somehow the weight feels honest. Somehow the weight feels sure. So I stay where the quiet lets me. Stay where the small things grow. A cup, a chair, the light that knows me. Held by less, held by less, held by less, held by less. I don't need the ceiling to open, don't need the sky to call my name. Just this room, this breath, this moment. Held by less, held by less, held by less. And it's enough, and it's enough. And it's enough, and it's enough. Evening comes like a hand on the shoulder. Not asking anything. I walk to the store for milk and eggs. The street is gone soft with the rain. A dog waits outside the pharmacy. I'll wait with him a while. We don't need to explain ourselves to anyone passing by. Maybe tomorrow I'll rearrange the chairs. Maybe I won't. Maybe the call I've been not making is the call I don't need to make. The night holds its own small logic. I'm learning not to rush to find what the silence is offering before I fill it up. So I stay where the quiet lets me. Stay where the small things grow. A cup, a chair, the light that knows me. Held by less, held by less, held by less, held by less. I don't need the ceiling to open, don't need the sky to call my name. Just this room, this breath, this moment. Held by less, held by less, held by less. And it's enough, and it's enough. And it's enough, and it's enough. The radiator ticks, the coat hangs on. I let the dark come in, no promise, no plan, no hurry. Held by less, held by less, held by less. And held and held. The kettle hums low in the other room. Steam climbs slow, finds the window. Half light through the glass, half gone afternoon. A cup on the table, still warm to hold. I watch the street go soft with rain. Tires passing, distant and low. No hurry now, no need to explain what the quiet already knows. Your coat on the chair, heavy with the cold. I don't move it, I let it stay. Some weight is good, some stories get told by the things we leave in our way. The radiator ticks, the building breeze. I match my breath to its time. Nothing's resolved, but something believes in waiting in the meantime. Held by less, not holding on. Just held, not reaching out, not reaching yet. Just this room, just this breath. Held by less than I thought I would need. Less than I planned, less than I feared. A window, a cup of quiet agree. Between what was and what's still here. Held by less, and less is enough. The street goes soft, the rain slow hush. No grand design, no rising above. Just held, just held, just held by less. The evening comes down like a hand on a shoulder. Not pulling, just staying there. I used to run from the hours growing older. Now I sit in the thin air. Your footsteps on the stairs, I know the sound before you turn the key. Ordinary found, unlost, unwound. This is what it is to be free. Less of me, less of the noise I made, less of the wanting, more of the weight. The cup cools down, the light starts to fade, and I don't feel the empty space. I let it be empty, I let it be wide. I let it hold what it will. Held by less, on the less racing inside, a wanting, a needing until how about less than I thought I would need, less than I planned, less than I feared. A window, a cup, a quiet agree between what was and what's still here. How about less and less is enough? The street gon' soft, the rain slow, hush, no grand design, no rising above. Just held, just held, just held by less. Just held, just held by less. Just held, 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 just held. The kettle hums low, I don't rise to meet it. Let it finish, let it rest. Your hand finds mine, we don't need to speak it. Held by less, held by less, held by less. And held, and held. Yeah. The kettle hums low in the other room, steam rising slow like a question. I watch the window go amber then gray. The street outside has gone soft with rain. Your coat still hangs where you left it. I haven't moved it, I haven't moved it. The cup on the table holds half the morning. I let it cool, I let it cool. There's a bus that passes at 1:15. Same faces pressed to the glass. I used to count the stops to your door. Now I just watch the tail lights dissolve. The neighbor's dog barking nothing again. I find comfort in that kind of faith. Something steady, something that stays, even when the reason's gone. So I hold what I can, a slow breath, a warm hand on my own shoulder. The weight of the day sinking into the chair. And it's enough, it's enough. Held by less, held by less. The smaller things keep me here. Held by less, held by less. The light left on a familiar stare. Held by less, held by less. Not reaching, not falling, just held by the quiet, by the ordinary spell. Held by less and held. I rewound the film you never finished. The actor paused mid-sentence, mid-gesture. I left him there, suspended like weather. Some stories don't need their ending. The radiator ticks in its own language. I think I understand it now. He finds a way through old metal. Patience worn smooth, patience return. Maybe this is what remains when the wanting quiets down. Not a lack, but a clearing space enough to hear the floorboards. Space enough to be the floorboards. Held by what holds everything. Held by less and still. Held by less and still, and still. Held by less, held by less. The smaller things keep me here. Held by less, held by less. The light left on a familiar stare. Held by less, held by less. Not reaching, not falling, just held by the quiet, by the ordinary spell. Held by less and held and held and held. The street light flickers, then holds I flicker, then hold. Held by less, held by less, held by less and held. And held and held and held. And held. The kettle hums low in the other room. Steam rising slow like it's got nowhere to be. I watch the window light shift from gold to gray. A cup on the table still warm where your hand was. The street outside is gone soft with evening. Footsteps distant, unhurried, belonging to someone else. I let the quiet hold what it needs to hold, and I don't reach for my phone. There's a chair by the radiator that knows my shape. Now I sit there sometimes without deciding to. The radiator ticks its small steady language. I understand enough to not feel alone. A book face down, spine cracked at the same page. I've been reading it for 3 weeks, maybe 4. The words stay or they don't, either way something stays. So I breathe out longer than I breathed in. Let the room settle around me like dust. Not asking the moment to be anything more than exactly this way, exactly this light. Held by less and held by the cup cooling down, by the hum of the fridge, by the streetlight coming on, by nothing I did. Held by less and held by the ordinary hour, by the space between plans, by the fact that I'm here and not somewhere else. Held by less and held by less. I walk to the corner store when the light gets dim. Buy milk, I don't need, take the long way back. The commuter does cast that particular blue. Everyone going home, nobody rushing. I stand at the crossing with strangers, all of us waiting for the same signal. Nobody talks, nobody has to. The shared pause is enough. And I think of all the hands that built this. The one who laid the tile, who tightened the bulb, who left a small good thing in its place for me to find. Now I'm unknowing, unthank the world held together by such small work, by someone showing up, doing what came next. I wanna be that for someone someday, but for now I just receive it. Held by less and held by the cup cooling down, by the hum of the fridge, by the streetlight coming on, by nothing I did. Held by less and held by the ordinary hour, by the space between plans, by the fact that I'm here and not somewhere else. Held by less and held by less. The night comes in without asking permission. I don't turn on the lamp yet, let the dark do what dark does. Held by less and held and held. The window light moves slow across the floor, finds the cup you left still warm somehow. I watch it cool, I watch it cool. The afternoon has turned its back on us and I don't mind. I don't mind. The street outside has gone soft with rain. No one hurries home. I breathe in time with the radiators hum. Your coat still hangs where you left it. I don't move it, yet the weight of it is honest. Like the way you held the door that morning. Not looking back, I found my shoes by the chair untied. The laces make a language I almost know. Small knots of keeping still. And what I need is smaller now. A hand on the kettle, the click when it boils. What I need is smaller now. The sound of you breathing in the next room. Held by less and held. The walls are thin and I can hear the night. Held by less and held. Your shadow on the wall not moving. Held by less and held and held and held. The coffee goes cold, I drink it anyway. Held by less less and held. The quiet is a hand, is a hand. Held by less and held and held and held. I walk to the corner store at 6. The fluorescent hum, the apples and rose. I choose the bruised ones, the bruised ones. The cashier doesn't ask about my day. I like that, I like that. The walk back, the bags cut in my palm. Small pain to feel something. The key turns, the door opens to what remains. And if I call out, will the room answer? And if I sit still, will the stillness hold? I'm learning the weight of almost nothing. The way a chair holds the shape of sitting. The way your name stays soft in my mouth. Not saying it yet. Held by less and held. The walls are thin and I can hear the night. Held by less and held. Your shadow on the wall not moving. Held by less and held and held and held. The coffee goes cold, I drink it anyway. Held by less and held. The quiet is a hand, is a hand. Held by less and held and held and held. The radiator hums, I hum with it. Held by less and held. The window dark now, no reflection. Held by less and held and held and held and held. The window light moves slow across the floor. Finds a cup you left, still warm at the edge. I watch it cool some more. The afternoon has turned its shoulder, gray and wet. Street outside gone soft with evening hush. A dog box once, then thinks better of it. I breathe out slow and hurry, loosen plush and let the held thing settle where it sits. The radiator takes a small agreement. A book lies open, spine relaxed and cracked. I read the same page twice without resentment. Some understanding comes and looking back. The kettle steams and quiets to a sigh. I pour the water, watch the color blue. No hurry now, no needing to get by. Just this small room. And I am here, and here is enough. The weight I carried, I set it down. Not solved, not fixed, not rising above. Just feet on floor and floor on ground. Held by less and held and held. The smaller things have room to grow. A hand on glass, the fall dispelled. I let the long way be the way I go. Held by less and held. The quiet doesn't ask me why. The story doesn't have to swell. I keep the window open, let it dry. Held by less and held. The evening doesn't need my name. I let the held thing be upheld and held and held and held the same. The neighbor's radio through the wall, some song I almost recognize. I don't lean in at all. Just let it pass, a soft reprise. The streetlight flicker steadies, finds its glow. I watch it do its ordinary work. Not everything I need to know, not everything that doesn't work. So this is how the holding goes. Not tight, not loose, but true. The less I need to name it shows, the more it holds me to the cup, the light, the breath, the floor. They don't require my belief. They hold me like they held before. Simple, plain, and brief. Held by less and held. The smaller things have room to grow. A hand on glass, the fog dispelled. I let the long way be the way I go. I less and held. The quiet doesn't ask me why. The story doesn't have to swell. I keep the window open, let it dry. I less and held. The evening doesn't need my name. I let the held thing be upheld and held and held and held the same. The cup is cold now, that's alright. The light has left the floor. I don't turn on the lamp tonight. I've been here once before. Held by less and held and held and held. The window holds the last of 5 o'clock. A cup sits where you left it, rim gone cold. I watch the street go soft beneath the orange, the way it does when no one's in a hurry. Your chair still holds the shape, but you just barely. I don't move it, I don't straighten up. Some things are better left with their impressions. The light knows how to leave without a sound. The radiator ticks its slow agreement. That warmth can stay without a reason why. I fold the blanket smaller than I found it. A habit from when space was hard to find. Now there's too much and I move through it slowly like water, like the hours after rain. The neighbor's television through the wall, a murmur I have learned to call companion. And I am here, and here is not a question. It is the answer that the room provides. No grand arrival, just the ordinary, holding what it holds without demanding. Held by less and held, the smaller things have weight enough. A shadow where the curtain moves, the kettles hum, the floorboards give. Held by less and held, I'm missing what I used to chase. The quiet has its own embrace, and I am learning how to stay. Held by less and held, and held, and held. Oh. I walk to where the avenue turns residential. The streetlights waking one by one ahead. A dog behind a fence, a bicycle, a mailbox, each name been known and needed nothing from me. The dust collects in pockets of the city where people wait for buses, check their phones. I stand among them, stranger and familiar. The crowded kind of solitude I chose. What I wanted was so large it had no edges. Now I want the edges, want the frame. The windows, four lines holding back the dark. The cups round rim, the chairs full wooden feet. The small geometry of being here and being held by less than I imagined. Held by less and held, the smaller things have weight enough. A shadow where the curtain moves, the kettles hum, the floorboards give. Held by less and held, not missing what I used to chase. The quiet has its own embrace, and I am learning how to stay. Held by less and held, the room breathes out, I breathe it in. No promise made, no promise broken. Just held and held and held and held. The cup, chair, the windows, 5 o'clock. I count them like the beats between the dark. Held by less and held, and held, and held, and held, and held. The kettle hums low, almost done. Steam rise, something on the glass. I don't read it, just let it run. Down to where the morning passed. Your coat still hangs where you left it. One sleeve touching the floor. I straighten it, then forget it, then straighten it once more. The street outside is gone, soft from rain that fell while I was gone. The neighbors light cuts on and off. The day pulls a slow curtain down. I count the towels in the kitchen, 37, same as before. Some things don't need permission to stay exactly what they are. And I'm not waiting, not exactly, just keeping the space warm, holding the quiet steady like water finds its form. Held by less and held by the weight of what remains, by the dust that never settles, by the window's yellow stain. Held by less and held by the cup left on the table, by the breath I don't remember taking, by the small things I am able to keep, to keep, to keep. The evening news says nothing new. I watch the weather move across a map of places I once knew. Now just colors gaining lost. The phone stays dark on the counter, I don't mind it anymore. Some silences are louder than the voices from before. And if you ask me what I'm holding, I say the light, the dust, the slow rotation of the ceiling fan, the way the shadows grow and shrink and grow again. The ordinary, the plain, the held, the held, the held before it goes, before it goes. Held by less and held by the weight of what remains, by the dust that never settles, by the window's yellow stain. Held by less and held by the cup left on the table, by the breath I don't remember taking, by the small things I am able to keep. The street goes soft, the street goes soft. The kettle hums, then stops. I hold the warmth until it's not. Held by less and held and held. And held. And held. The window holds what light is left. Her cup still warm, a slow half breath. The street outside is gone to gray. No one hurries, no one stays. I watch the dust move through the beam. A small thing, but it's something seen. The day collects its quiet debts, held by less and held. And yet your coat still hangs where you left it. I don't move it, I don't need to. The radiator takes its cold. A language only old rooms know. I make the tea, I let it steep. The steam writes something, then it sleeps. This is the hour without demand. The soft weight of an unplanned hand. So slow, so slow. The evening comes in layers. So low, so low. The bass beneath the stairs, held by less and held and held. Not asking what comes next, not asking to be held by more than this. By less, the cup, the light, the breath, the street that has gone soft, the day that drifted off. Held by less and held and held and held and held and held. The train goes by, I count the cars, a habit from the years before. Each window lit, each stranger passed, going somewhere, going fast. I used to wanna be that speed, now I want what I don't need. The pause between the ring and answer, the space that makes the room feel vaster. And if tomorrow asks me where I've been, I'll say the window, say the steam, say the cup that cooled too slow. Say I'll learn what I don't know. The less can be a kind of holding, and quiet is a kind of telling that I was here, that I was held by less, by less, by less, and well, held by less and held. And held by less and held and held. Not asking what comes next, not asking to be held by more than this. By less, the cup, the light, the breath, the street that has gone soft, the day that drifted off. Held by less and held and held and held. I still taste it. Held by less and held and held and held and held. Ooh, and held. The window light has turned to gray. A cup still sits where you left it. The steam is long gone, but the shape remains. I watch the street go soft with rain. Each car passes slower than the last. Headlights blur like memories I don't try to name. The radiator takes its code, a language I almost understand. My shoulders drop by half an inch with every exhale. There's a book face down on the chair. Page 47, creased and waiting. I will return to it when I'm ready to be held again. And the city hums on low, not asking me to move, not asking anything, just holding the space between. Held by less and held and held by the quiet that knows my name, by the floor that holds my weight, by the ordinary hours that ask for nothing back. Held by less and held by the dust in the afternoon light, by the sound of my own breathing, by the simple fact of being here and being held. I make tea, I won't finish, warm my hands around the cup. The kitchen clock is 3 minutes slow. I let it stay that way outside. Someone walks the dog, same time as yesterday. I recognize the rhythm of their steps without looking up. Maybe this is what it means to be anchored without chains, to be full of empty rooms and still call it home, to need so little that the little becomes enough, to be held by less and held by less and held by the quiet that knows my name, by the floor that holds my weight, by the ordinary hours that ask for nothing back. Held by less and held by the dust in the afternoon light, by the sound of my own breathing, by the simple fact of being here and being held, and being held, and being held. The cup goes cold, the light goes gray, I stay. Held by less and held and held. The window holds what light is left. A cup's the warm where your hand was. I watch the street go soft with dusk, the way it does when no one's rushing. A slow breath in the radiator ticks. A day collects in corners still. Held by less than I was holding. Held by less and held. The commuter train hums 3 blocks east, the sound I used to chase. Now I let it pass like weather, let the evening do its work. The electric piano in the other room plays something I almost know. I don't move to turn it up, I don't move at all. And this is how the quiet wins, not all at once, but inch by inch, the way a room adjusts to you when you stop trying to fill it. Held by less, I'm held by less. The weight I carry, learning how to rest. Held by less, I'm held by less. A hand on the table, no request. Held by less, I'm held by less. The window light does what it does. Held by less, I'm held by less. And held and held and held and held. The street lamp finds a wet pavement, makes a small pool I could step in. I don't need to go anywhere. The haze has its own geography. A text I won't answer yet. The blue light's off against my palm. Everything can wait like this. Everything already has emerged. John's on the floor below. Someone else's evening starting. I used to need to be that noise. Now I'm the vapor between rooms. The warm base of something ending, or something finally beginning slow. Held by less, I'm held by less. A weight I carry, learning how to rest. Held by less, I'm held by less. A hand on the table, no request. Held by less, I'm held by less. The window light does what it does. Held by less, I'm held by less. And held 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 and held. The street goes dark, I don't reach for the switch. Held by less, I'm held by less, I'm held. The kettle clicks off, I let it sit. Steam write something on the glass, I don't wipe it away. My phone face down on the counter. No light, no hum, no asking, just the refrigerator's low song and the window going amber. I stand there longer than I need to. The street outside is gone soft, tires passing like they're underwater. Someone's walking the dog, they don't hurry. I watch from here, held by less. The cup on the table still half full. I never finish anything warm, but I don't mind the cooling. It's honest, the small failing. So I breathe out what I held in. The day unclenches slow. I don't reach for the switch, I don't reach. Held by less, I'm held by less. I'm held, not by what I wanted, but by what remained. The quiet weight of ordinary things, a chair that knows my shape. Held by less, I'm held by less. I'm held, the light left on by accident holds me all the same. I move the cup to the windowsill, watch the steam become nothing. The dog had known I turned the corner, gone like they were never there. I stay held by less, my reflection in the darkening glass. Not quite me, not quite stranger, someone I could learn to like. And if the phone should wake, I let it ring once, twice, then silence it with my thumb. Not cool, just choosing a small room this hour. Held by less than I planned, more than I deserve. Held by less, I'm held by less. I'm held, not by what I wanted, but by what remained. The quiet weight of ordinary things, a chair that knows my shape. Held by less, I'm held by less. I'm held, the light left on by accident holds me all the same. Holds me all the same. The kettle cold now, I pour it out, slow circle down the drain. Held by less, I'm held. The window holds the last of the amber. I don't reach for the switch, I don't reach. The window holds the last of the amber. I don't reach for the switch, I don't reach. The cup on the table's gone cold, but I leave it where it is. There's a softness to the unhurried, a kindness in what we miss. The street outside is gone quiet, the commuters have all gone home, and I'm held by less than I started with, and somehow not alone. The radiator ticks, it's slow cold, a language I almost know. The shadows stretch without rushing, they've got nowhere else to go. I remember wanting more volume, more proof, more noise, more heat. Now that barely there is plenty, now the incomplete's complete. The plant on the sill needs water, I'll get to it by and by. There's a whole life in the waiting, there's a whole sky in the sight. So I sit with the dim and I sit with the almost gone. I don't need to name this feeling to know it's where I belong. Held by less, the light of the load, the light of the chest. Held by less, not an emptiness, just a quiet yes. Held by less, the room gets small and the small gets blessed. Held by less, I used to want more. Now this is enough, this is enough, this is enough. This is enough. The neighbor's TV murmurs through the wall, someone else's story, not mine at all. And that's fine, that's fine, that's finally fine to be a guest at the edge of the shine. I trace the ring where my cup used to be, a pale ghost of warmth, temporary. Everything temporary, everything then, everything softening toward its end. And I'm here for it, I'm here for it, not rushing to mend or to move or forget. What if the dark isn't waiting to be filled? What if the still isn't something to kill? What if I'm held by the lack of a hand? What if the less is exactly the plan? The amber fades to a color unnamed, and I don't need to call it, I don't need to claim. Just held, just held, just held by less. Held by less, held by less. The lighter the load, the lighter the chest. Held by less, held by less. Not an emptiness, just a quiet yes. Held by less, held by less. The room gets small and the small gets blessed. Held by less, held by less. I used to want more, now this is enough, this is enough, this is enough. This is enough. This is enough, this is enough. The window's dark now, no amber, no edge, just glass and the faint glow of someone else's ledge. I don't reach for the switch, I don't reach. Held by this, held by this, held by this, held by this. The window holds a square of gray. That's all the light we need today. Your cup's still warm against the wood. I move like someone understood. The street outside has gone to sleep, or maybe it's the rain so deep. I watch the steam rise thin and slow, and let the quiet take the room. There's a chair that fits your shape, I don't adjust it, let it wait. The radiator ticks and hums, a language older than the drums. I used to need to feel the air, now I can sit with nothing there. Your shadow on the kitchen tile is soft enough to stay a while. So I don't reach, I don't reach, I let the moment do its work. I don't reach, I don't reach, the less I hold, the less it hurts. Held by less, not the weight of what I wanted. Held by less, just the room and how I found it. Held by less, window light on the table. Held by less, everything I need is able to be small, to be still, to be here. Held by less, nothing missing, nothing less. The bus goes by at 6:30. I count the stops like little ticks of something I don't need to write. I'm already on the other side. The evening news plays low and blue. I half listen, that will do. There's enough in half a thought in what the quiet almost brought. And if tomorrow asks for more, I'll say I learned what less is for. Not a hole where something was, but a hand that doesn't clutch. Not a song reduced to hush, but the hush itself enough. Held by less, not the weight of what I wanted. Held by less, just the room and how I found it. Held by less, window light on the table. Held by less, everything I need is able to be small, to be still, to be here. Held by less, nothing missing, nothing less. The cup goes cold, I let it be. Held by less, the street goes dark, I still can see. Held by less, The window light moves slow across the floor, finds the cup I left there from before. No rings on the wood, just the ghost of warm. I watch it travel, then it's gone. The street outside is gone soft with rain. Tires pass and make that shushing sound again. I don't reach for what isn't mine to hold. I don't reach, I don't reach. Your jacket still hangs on the back of the door. I haven't moved it, I don't need more. The weight of it is enough, is enough. Some things stay without being touched. The kettle hums low, then it clicks off. I let the tea go cold, I don't rush. Held by less than I thought I would need. Held by less, and I'm free. So I sit with the quiet, let it fill up the room. No story to tell, no arc to assume. Just a breath going in, going out, going in. Finding the bottom and starting again. Held by less, the lighter the hand, the lighter the chest. Held by less, I don't reach, I don't reach, I don't reach. For the phone, for the word, for the old address. Held by less, the cup on the table, the light on the floor, the jacket, the rain, I don't need more. Held by less, held by less, held by less. And this is enough. Evening comes down like a hand on the shoulder, not asking for anything, just getting hold of the commuter. Dusk through the blinds, make stripes. I follow one till it breaks, till it breaks. There's a bird on the wire, I can't hear it sing, but I see its small weight, see it settle in. Not holding the note, just holding the line. Held by less, and it's fine. What I wanted was always so large. Now I want the small, the particular, the charge of a single raindrop on the glass. Not the storm, not the past. Just this, just this, just this. Held by less, the lighter the hand, the lighter the chest. Held by less, I don't reach, I don't reach, I don't reach. For the phone, for the word, for the old address. Held by less, the cup on the table, the light on the floor, the jacket, the rain, I don't need more. Held by less, held by less, held by less. And this is enough. The street is going soft, the light is going low. I don't reach, I don't reach, I let it go. Held by less, held by less. Held by less, held by less. The window holds a square of amber light, a cup still warm where your hand used to be. I watch the steam rise slow dissolve, take flight. The street outside is gone soft with the heat. No hurry now, no voice to answer mine. Just the refrigerator hum, the settling floor. I count the cracks in the ceiling line by line, and find I'm not counting anything anymore. The evening comes down like a hand on the shoulder, familiar, not asking anything of me. I used to feel the quiet, make it bolder. Now I let it sit here, let it be. The neighbor's TV through the wall, a murmur. A car passes, doesn't slow, doesn't stay. I'm learning what it means to not require a reason for the hours of the day. Held by less, held by less. The weight I thought I needed. Held by less, held by less. The space where I once pleaded. Held by less and I am still here. Held by less and the room is clear. No shadow falling where I stand, no rope burning through my hand. Held by less, the light holds too. Held by less, I'm passing through. Not falling, not rising, just held by the less I always withheld. Held by less, held by less, held by less, held by less, held by less. Midnight finds the dishes in the rack, drip dry, impatient without complaint. I don't turn the music forward or back, I let the silence be the thing it ain't. I'm off against the glass, a soft collision, wanting what glows but cannot give. I used to be that kind of indecision, now I watch the one and let it live. And if tomorrow asks me what I'm holding, I'll show my empty hands the lines, the skin. Not empty like a thing that needs consoling, just empty like a room that lets light in. Held by less, held by less, the less becomes the more I give. Held by less and I am still here. Held by less and the room is clear. No shadow falling where I stand, no rope burning through my hand. Held by less, the light holds too. Held by less, I'm passing through, not falling, not rising, just held by the less I always withheld. Held by less, held by less, held by less, held by less, held by less. The cup goes cold, the street goes dark. I don't reach, I don't reach, I let it go. Held by less, 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 held by less. The window holds the last of the light, like water in a cup that no one drinks. I watch the street go soft, go amber, go gray. The radiator ticks a slow agreement. A sock on the floor, a book face down. These are the things that know me now. I don't make what I'm feeling, I just let it sit there, warm, unclaimed. The kettle boils and I forget to pour. Steam writes something on the air, then nothing. My neighbor's radio through the wall, a language I don't speak but I understand the tempo of someone else's evening. I match my breathing to it, accidental. The cup cools on the table, I am not waiting for anything. Held by less, held by less. The smaller the one, the wider the room. Held by less, held by less. The lighter the hole, the deeper the bloom. I don't reach, I don't reach, I let it go. Held by less, held by less. The hand not taking, the door not closed. Held by less, held by less. A name I don't say, a song I don't know. Held by less, held by less. The weight of the ordinary, steady and slow. Held by less, held by less. I am here, I am here, I am here, I am held by less, by less, by less, by less. Midnight finds the refrigerator hum, a blue light on the milk, the butter, the quiet. I stand there longer than I need to. The cold air patient asking nothing. The floorboard knows my weight, by now we have an arrangement. Me and this house, I close the door soft, so soft. The dark continues without argument. And if tomorrow asks me what I wanted, I'll say the light, the glass at 5:47. I'll say the way the coffee cools in stages. I'll say the space between the wanting and the having. I'll say less, I'll say less, I'll say less and me more than I ever could before. I don't reach, I don't reach, I let it go. Held by less, held by less. The hand not taking, the door not closed. Held by less, held by less. A name I don't say, a song I don't know. Held by less, the weight of the ordinary, steady and slow. Held by less, held by less. I am here, I am here, I am here, I am held by less, by less, by less, by less. The street outside has gone to sleep. I go with it, I go with it. Held by less, held by less. The last light leaves the window. I don't reach, I don't reach. I let it go, I let it go. Held by less, held by less. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. kettle hums low. Half past the hour, steam writes something on the window. I watch it fade, I watch it fade. The way I used to watch your car pull slow from the driveway. Now the street holds nothing but the gray of a day that forgot to end. My phone face down on the counter. I don't need to know who called the light, and here is enough. Yellow bulb, brown chair, my 2 feet pressed flat to the cool floor. This is the way I chose, this is the way I chose. And it holds me, not like a hand, not like a promise, more like the quiet after rain, when everything smells of being new and nobody asks you to be anything. Held by less, held by less. The cup on the table, half full of cold. Held by less, held by less. The breath I take when no one's there to hold it. I don't reach, I let it go. Held by less, and still I'm here, and still I'm here. The window knows my name, now the window knows my name. The window knows my name. Commuted dust, the train goes by. I don't count the cars anymore, just the spaces between them. Long enough to think a whole thought, long enough to lose it again. The sky goes soft, the sky goes soft, like something I once tried to say. What if need is just a habit, worn smooth as a spoon I stir with? What if I learn to reach in and find the floor still holds me? What if less is not a falling, but a place to set things down? Held by less, held by less. The cup on the table, half full of cold. Held by less, held by less. The breath I take when no one's there to hold it. I don't reach, I let it go, I let it. Held by less, and still I'm here, and still I'm here. The window knows my name, now the window knows my name. The window knows my name. So I stay, so I stay, where the light pulls thin and warm. Held by less, held by less. The street outside is gone soft, the street outside is gone soft. I don't reach, I don't reach, I let it go, I let it go. I let it go. The street outside is gone soft. I don't reach, I don't reach. I let it go, I let it go. The cup on the table holds the last of the light. Window breathing slow, slow. I count the cracks in the ceiling again. Same three, same three. The afternoon folds itself small. A car passes with its radio down. I don't need to know the song, the hum is enough. The hum is enough. My shadow stretches long toward the door, but I stay, I stay. The radiator takes its small agreement. Warm air, warm air. Everything that stays is held by less than I thought, held by less than I wanted. The weight I was keeping dissolves in the steam from the kettle. I don't need to hold it all, I don't need to hold it all. Let the evening come soft, let the evening come soft. The street has gone quiet, the street has gone soft. I am here, held by less, held by less. I don't reach, I let it go. I don't reach, I let it go. The neighbor's light across the way flickers once, then holds someone else's breathing slow. I don't know their name, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. The dust collects in the corners, blue-gray, I watch it settle like dust. What I thought I needed sits in a box by the bed, unopened, unopened. The phone stays dark, the phone stays dark. I am not waiting for anything, I am not waiting. I don't need to hold it all, I don't need to hold it all. Let the evening come soft, let the evening come soft. The street has gone quiet, the street has gone soft. I am here, held by less, I don't reach. it go. I don't reach, I let it go. The cup on the table holds nothing now. The light has moved on. I let it go, I let it go. Held by less, held by less. The street outside has gone soft. The street outside has gone soft, like the edge of a dream you don't name. A cup on the table still warm, holds the shape of your hand the same. Window light pulls on the floor, slow as honey, slow as the day. I watch it move, I watch it move, and nothing asks me to stay. The radiator ticks in the hall, a language of heat, of small repair. I used to fill every silence with noise, now I sit in what's already there. Your coat on the chair unmoved, holds a shadow I don't disturb. Some things are held by less than we think, some things are held by less than a word. And I don't need the whole story, I don't need the whole sky. Just this room, just this hour, just a breath going by. Held by less, held by less. The weight of a hand on glass, held by less. The moment before it passes, I let it go, I let it go. And something holds me still, not the grip, not the grasp, just the space that will. Held by less, the quiet I finally trust. Held by less, the street outside gone soft. The kettle hums, then forgets. Steam rises, then it's air. I used to chase every feeling to ground, now I let them settle somewhere. A book left open, spine cracked, holds a page you never read. Some things are held by less than intention, some things are held by less than we said. And if the light changes, I'll notice. If the light stays, I'll notice that too. Not waiting for something to happen, just happening. Soft as dew on the rail, on the glass, on the hour that doesn't need me to name it. Held by less than I planned, held by less and I claim it. Held by less, held by less. The weight of a hand on glass, held by less. The moment before it passes, I let it go, I let it go. And something holds me still, not the grip, not the grasp, just the space that will. Held by less, the quiet I finally trust. Held by less, the street outside gone soft. The street outside is gone soft, the cup on the table still warm. Held by less, held by less. I watch it move, I watch it move, and nothing asks me to stay. Held by less, held by less. The street outside has gone soft. The kettle hums low, a half-formed thought. Steam rises slow, then it's gone. I watch it climb where the window meets the wall. No hurry now, no hurry at all. The cup on the table holds what I left, half cool, half kept, half of nothing much yet. My shadow stretches long on the floor, like something I meant to do before. The street outside is gone soft, held by less. The neighbors like clicks on across the way. They're making dinner, or so I say to no one here. To the hum of the fridge, to the dust that lives on the window ledge. I breathe out slow, let my shoulders fall. The evening asks for nothing at all. And I don't need to name this feeling, don't need to chase it down. It's just the way to be in here. Not lost, not found. Held by less, not holding on, not holding back. The quiet knows my name by now, and I don't answer, I just relax. Held by less, the street outside is gone soft. Nothing asks me to explain what I'm doing, where I'm not. Held by less, the life ain't slow, the room all still. I am here because I'm here, and that's enough, and that's the deal. And that's the deal. The radio plays something I don't know, a voice from somewhere warm and low. I don't turn it up, I don't turn it off, just let it live in the room soft. My phone stays dark on the arm of the chair. No one needs me, no one is there, and that's okay. That's okay now. I used to run, I don't know how to stop like this, to let it be. The ceiling fan turns, I watch it turn round and back to the same degree. Nothing learned, nothing earned, just the air, just the hour, just the list that holds me here. Held by less, not holding on, not holding back. The quiet knows my name by now, and I don't answer, I just relax. Held by less, the street outside is gone soft. Nothing asks me to explain what I'm doing, where I'm not. Held by less, the life ain't slow, the room won't still. I am here because I'm here, and that's enough, and that's the deal. Ooh, the cup on the table, the shadow, the street. Held by less, held by less. I don't need more than this to keep. Held by less, held by less. The evening settles, I let it in. Held by less, and nothing asks me where I've been. Held by less. The kettle clicks off at 3:30. Steam rises slow, makes ghosts I can see. I watch them fade against the glass, where afternoon has turned to ash. The cup stays warm between my hands. I don't have plans, I don't have plans. The street below has gone soft with rain. Tires pass through without a name. Someone's radio through a cracked window. A song I knew when I used to know where I was going, what I would find. Now the hour bends, now the light reclines, and I am here, and that is enough. The weight I carry turned to dust, turn to dust. Held by less, and nothing asks me where I've been. Held by less, the quiet finds me, lets me in. No one to call, no one to impress. Just this breath, just this breath. Held by less, I'm held by less. I'm held by less, I'm held by less. The radiator ticks, it's cold, a language older than the road outside my door. The city hums for someone else, for other sons. I count the lines where the wallpaper tore. Small histories, nothing more, small histories, nothing more. What I wanted, I let it rest. What I needed, I found it less. Not empty, no, not empty now. Just cleared enough to hear the sound of my own heart and hurried unbound. Held by less, and nothing asks me where I've been. Held by less, the quiet finds me, lets me in. No one to call, no one to impress. Just this breath, just this breath. Held by less, I'm held by less. I'm held by less, dark comes on slow and kind, held by lips, held by lips. Streetlights waking up one by one. The window holds what's left of sun. A cup still warm where your hand was. I watch the steam rise, then it's gone. The dark comes on, slow and kind. Held by less than I thought I'd need. And somehow that's enough tonight. The neighbor's door, a soft goodbye. A car pulls out, the sound drifts by. My shadow stretches long and thin across the floor where evening's been. No hurry now, no place to be. Held by less. The quiet sits here like a friend who doesn't need to know my name. So I let the minutes pool like rain on glass, on wood, on ordinary things. Not waiting for the phone to ring, just breathing in what evening brings. Held by less. The weight I carried I forget. Held by less. A small light on a window wet with rain that fell while I was still. Held by less. The world goes soft around the edges now. Held by less. And I am here and that is all. Held by less. The dark comes on slow and kind. Held by less. The kettle hums its low routine. I choose the cup with the small chip, the one that knows my evening mood. The steam obscures the window's view, and I don't wipe it clear this time. Held by less. Some things are better left unclear. The soft edge of a disappearing line. What did I think I had to hold? The list grows shorter as I age. The necessary and the true. A window light, a cup of you. Of streetlights waking up like stars for someone else now driving home. Held by less. The dark comes on and I am here. Held by less. The weight I carried I forget. Held by less. A small light on a window wet with rain that fell while I was still. Held by less. The world goes soft around the edges now. Held by less, and I am here and that is all. Held by less. The dark comes on slow and kind. Held by less. 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 I don't reach out to stop the flow. Held by less. The dark comes on slow and kind. Held by less. 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 The window holds a single street light, yellow through the glass, unmoving. My cup still warm, my hands around it. The day falls in without a sound. I watch the steam rise, then dissolve. Like something I was gonna say. The chair creaks once settles deeper. I am here, I am here. I am here. The neighbors door click shut at 7. Same as yesterday, same as always. I count the stairs she climbs inside. 12, then the landing, then gone. The radiator takes its small heat into the room, slow breathing. I do not need to feel the silence, it feels itself. It feels itself, it feels itself. And I am learning what remains when wanting quiets down. The weight I thought I had to carry was mostly just the noise. Held by less. dark comes on, slow and kind. Held by less, nothing missing, nothing left behind. No, held by less, the cup's still warm, the light's still yellow. Held by less, I am here, I am. The clock comes low against the wall, I never waited, still it moves. My shadow stretches then contracts with the passing of a car below. The street is gone soft with evening. No one hurries, no one stays. I set the cup down on the table. The sound is small, complete, enough. What I needed was not more, but this, the pause between the notes, the held breath, the unhurried hand, the dark that asks for nothing and gives the stars their room. Ooh, held by less, the dark comes on, slow and kind. Held by less, nothing missing, nothing left behind. Ooh, held by less, the cup's still warm, the light's still yellow. Held by less, I am here, I am here, I am. Held by less, the street is gone soft, I am soft too. Held by less, I am here, I am here, I am. The steam is gone, the cup is cooling, I do not move to feel it yet. The dark comes on, slow and kind. Held by less, The window holds what's left of 5 o'clock. A cup still warm where your hand was. I watch the steam rise slow, unhurried. The street outside is gone soft with rain. No one is rushing now. The light finds the dust on the sill, and I let it stay there. I do not move to name it yet. The kettle hums a lower note the morning. I pour for one and taste the quiet. The chair across stays pulled out slightly, as if the room itself remembers. Footsteps on wet pavement, distant. A car passes, doesn't stop. I count the seconds between sounds and find I am not lonely, only here. The dark comes on, slow and kind, not empty, just unclaimed. I feel the weight of what I don't need, slipping off like a coat I never owned. Held by less, the walls breathe easier now. Held by less, my hands open and nothing falls. I am the space between the notes, the pause before the street light changes. Held by less, and still I am held, still I am held, still I am held. I fold the cloth you left on the chair. The weave is simple, one at the edges. It smells of nothing now but clean. I place it in the drawer, unhurried. The clock ticks without asking to be heard. I answer anyway, a small sound. The evening settles into corners. I do not chase it, I do not name it. What I thought I needed sits in boxes by the door. I will carry them out tomorrow or the day after, whenever the floor cools under my feet. I stand still long enough to feel it. This is the practice, letting the small hours hold me back. Held by less, the walls breathe easier now. Held by less, my hands open, nothing falls. I am the space between the notes, the pause before the street light changes. Held by less, and still I am held, still I am held, still I am held. Still I am held, still the dark comes on, slow and kind. I do not move to feel it yet, held by less. Held by less, held by less. The cup cools on the table. I let it cool, I let it cool. The cup cools on the table. I let it cool, I let it cool. The window holds the last of the amber. Streetlights waking up one by one. I count them like I used to count days. Now I don't count anything. Just watch the steam get thin. Just watch the steam get thin. Your coat still hangs where you left it. I don't move it, I don't move it. The weight of wool, the shape of shoulder. Something real that doesn't ask for meaning. I touch the sleeve sometimes, not to remember. Just to feel the texture, just to feel the texture. And it's enough to be held by less than I expected. To find the floor beneath my feet and stay there. Held by less, held by less. The small light, the slow yes. A cup that empties without rushing. A breath that comes back on its own. Held by less, held by less. No story I need to confess. Just this room, just this hour, just the weight of being here. Held by less, held by less. And somehow held completely. The commuter dusk slides past the glass. Faces blurred in passing cars. Each one carrying their own cooling cup, their own coat on a hook somewhere. I used to think I needed more proof, more warmth, more noise, more hands. Now I need the quiet, now I need the quiet. The sub-bass hums beneath the floorboards. A frequency that holds me like a palm. I don't rise to meet it, I sink into it. I let it carry what I can't, I let it carry what I can't. Hey yeah, held by less, held by less. The small light, the slow yes. A cup that empties without rushing. A breath that comes back on its own. Held by less, held by less. No story I need to confess. Just this room, just this hour, just the weight of being here. Held by less, held by less. And somehow held completely, completely. The cup cools on the table. I let it cool, I let it cool. The street has gone soft, now I let it go soft, I let it go soft. The street has gone soft now. I let it go soft, I let it go soft. Window light pools on the floor where I left it. Cup on the table, still half full of something warm. My shadow stretches long past where I meant to stop, and I don't pick it up, I don't pick it up. The radiator takes it slow, cold against the wall. I understand it, I think I understand it. Commuter dust through glass I haven't cleaned. Blue to braided that color without a name. Someone's radio leaks from the floor below. A song I almost know, I almost know. My breath fogs the pain where I press my forehead. Cold then warm then cold again. The city hums on a frequency just beneath hearing. I match it without trying, without trying. Held by less than I expected. Held by less than it's enough. The weight I thought I needed dissolves like sugar in lukewarm water. Held by less, held by less. The afternoon erasing itself at the edges. Held by less, held by less. The chair that knows my shape, the door that doesn't lock. Held by less, held by less. No one asking where I've been. Held by less, and still the light stays, and still I stay. Held by less, the quiet, not an absence but a presence. Held by less, I let it hold me. Held by less, I let it hold me. Second floor, the neighbor's cat on the fire escape, watching something I can't see in the alley. I watch the cat watching, this is the ritual. Small warmth between us, no contract, no demand. My phone face down where I placed it hours ago. The screen stays dark, a plane crosses the window's narrow frame. Too high for sound, just moving and just going. What I wanted was simple, what I wanted was this. The room not asking me to be anything, the hour not counting down to anything. The held breath before the next held breath. Held by less, I say it like a name I am learning to answer to. Held by less, hey, held by less. The afternoon erasing itself at the edges. Held by less, a chair that knows my shape, a door that doesn't lock. Held by less, no one asking where I've been. Held by less, and still the light stays, and still I stay. Held by less, the quiet, not an absence but a presence. Held by less. I let it hold me now. The street is going soft now. I let it go soft, I let it go soft. Cup on the table, cooling but not cold. Window light pooling where I'll find it tomorrow. Held by less, held by less. I let it, I let it, I let it, I let it, I let it. Cup on the table, still half full of something I forgot to finish, forgot to want. The street outside is gone soft with evening. No one rushing, no one to prove it to. I watch the steam rise slow from the kitchen, like a question I don't need to ask. Held by less, the weight of almost nothing holding me here. Your coat on the chair, I have removed it. Some habits keep their own small gravity. I breathe in the quiet, it breathes back slower than I remember breathing used to be. The clock doesn't tick, it just turns over, soft as a hand on my shoulder. Gone, held by less, I let it, I let it, I let it. And if the light stays long enough, I might believe I chose this, might believe the stillness chose me back. Might not need to name it. Held by less and I was holding. Held by less, I'm held by less, I'm held by less. Not the grip but the letting, not the warmth but the almost window light pooling where I'll find it. Held by less, I let it, I let it, I let it. Held by less, I'm held by less. Not the reach but the falling, not the shore but the drift. Tomorrow finds me where I left me. Held by less, held by less, held by less, held by less. Subway hum through the floorboards distant. Someone else's somewhere, not mine to ride. I'll make tea, I don't finish drinking. Warm in my hands, then warm in the sink. The evening news play soft as wallpaper. I don't need to know, I don't need to turn. Held by less, the day receding like a tide I won't chase. Maybe this is what the body wanted all along, beneath the warning. Just a room, just a breath, just the held, not the having, not the holding on. Just the held by less, by less, by less. I let it, I let it, I let it. Held by less, I'm held by less, I'm held by less. Not the but the almost window light pulling where I find it. Held by less, I let it, held by less, I'm held by less. Not the rich but the falling, not the shore but the drift. Tomorrow finds me where I left me. Held by less, held by less, held by less, held by less. Cup on the table, cooling now, cooling. Street going soft, soft, soft. Held by less, held by less. I let it, I let it, I let it fade. Street going soft, soft, soft. Held by less, held by less. I let it, I let it, I let it fade. Window light pools on the floor where your shadow used to fall. Now it's just the dust, setting slow, setting sure. The cup still sits where you left it. Half full, half full, half full. Commuter dust through the glass. Everyone going somewhere. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Breathing the same air twice. The radiator takes its code, a language I almost know. Warm sub bass in my chest, keeping time with nothing left to chase. So I watch the street go soft again. Held by less, no promise I need to keep, no door I need to find. Just this room, just this hour, just the weight of being here. Held by less, I let it, I let it, I let it fade. Not empty, just open, not lost, just unclaimed. Held by less, the street going soft, soft. Window light, half cup, slow breath. I let it, I let it, I let it fade. Held by less, nothing to hold me back, nothing I need to hold. Your name in my phone goes dim, not deleted, just buried under days, under days. The electric piano hums, something I used to sing. Now I just listen to the haze, submerged drums in the deep where the quiet gets quiet. Maybe this is what it means to be held by less, not the absence of something, but the presence of enough. The cup, the light, the breath, the street going soft, soft, soft. I let it fade into what comes next. Held by less, I let it, I let it, I let it fade into what comes next. Held by less, the street going soft, soft. Window light, half cup, slow breath. I let it, I let it, I let it fade into what comes next. Held by less, I let it, I let it, I let it fade. Not empty, just open, not lost, just unclaimed. Held by less, the street going soft, soft. Window light, half cup, slow breath. I let it, I let it, I let it fade. Held by less, nothing to hold me back, nothing I need to hold. Just the fade, just the fade. Street going soft, 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 soft. Held by less, I let it, I let it, I let it, I let it fade. Window light pools on the floor, the cup still sits where you left it. Half full, half full, half full. Held by less, held by less. I let it fade, I let it fade. The window holds what light is left, the cup still warm against the wood. I watch the street go soft with dust, the way it always understood to slow its pace, to let me breathe. Tonight has more than I can give. The half full cup, the half lit room, the way we learn to really live. Your coat still hangs where you left it. I haven't moved it yet, I won't. Some things deserve the quiet place, the small weight, the familiar note. The kettle hums its low routine, the steam that rises thin and slow. I hold the warmth before it fades, I let the evening come. I know. Held by less, the space between what was and is not empty, no. Just lighter now, just room enough to feel my breath. Held by less, I let it fade, I let it fade. The half full cup, the half lit street, the quiet that I used to chase. Held by less, the weight that lifts, the weight that stays. Not missing what I thought I needed, just here, just now. Just held by less, I let it fade, I let it fade. Does the softened sound of tires on wet asphalt far away. I used to fill the silence up with plans, with words, with yesterday. Now I let the evening settle like dust on the windowsill, like truth. Some clarity comes after dark when you stop reaching for your youth. And if the morning asks too much, I'll answer with the cup, the window, the street, the ordinary sacraments that hold me when I need them. Not more than this, not less than real. The halfway I learn to feel. Held by less, I let it fade, I let it fade. Held by less, I let it fade. The half full cup, the half lit street, the quiet that I used to chase. Held by less, the weight that lifts, the weight that stays. Not missing what I thought I needed, just here, just now. Just held by less, I let it fade, I let it fade. I let it fade. The street goes soft, the light goes slow. I let it fade, I let it fade. Held by less, held by less.